Tonight, Mitch McConnell's office confirms the senator is still in the hospital. This development follows an independent journalist and his release of an EMS call recording the day Senator McConnell was hospitalized last month. In it, there's a dispatcher saying this call was for a cardiac arrest and for an unconscious person. A paramedic is heard saying the phrase CPR in progress. McConnell's name is not mentioned in the recording. The 84-year-old Kentucky Republican and former Senate Majority Leader has not disclosed the official medical reason for his hospitalization, and we have requested an update with McConnell's team. I want to share that statement as we're also trying to gather more comments and statements tonight, but this is what was sent to us in the newsroom. Quote, Senator McConnell appreciates the outpouring of support he is receiving while he continues his recovery in the hospital. The senator continues to improve and is working closely with his staff on Kentucky and Senate matters while the Senate is out of session.